Hey anyone, I'm Hawk, and today I want to talk about the Horizon games. So before I jump in, the gameplay in this video is all from Forbidden West in particular. I only have room for one Horizon game at the moment, and I've been playing Forbidden West, so that's what we get. But I wanted to talk a bit about these games and why I love them, why I think you should play them, and what makes them pretty different in my opinion, at least to me. So when Zero Dawn came out way back, I didn't really bother playing it, and I didn't think it would be for me. Not because of the player character being Aloy, I'm not a chud, but because it just looked weird in a way I don't think I appreciated at the time. To me, without really knowing anything about it, it kinda looked like it didn't know what it wanted to be. I was very, very wrong, and I'm glad I know that now, but a lot changed since then, and I changed with it, so in 2023 I decided to play Zero Dawn and beat it on PC. Now, the first time I booted that game up, I was dumbfounded at how beautiful it was. Its animations and dialogue were a bit stiff and janky, sure, but everything else about the game was downright incredible. The environments, the characters, the machines, everything. It just struck me in a few big ways, and I fell in love with it almost immediately. The gameplay feels damn good, jumping around, shooting weak points on machines and humans alike while trying to harvest things from them in order to upgrade equipment. It's just a solid gameplay loop. Add the RPG stuff on top of that and you've got a decent game, two decent games. The thing that really got me into it though was its world. The whole game has this semi-realistic but still deeply artistic style and look to it. People look great, but feel slightly off. Almost a tad cartoony, in a way. The world is beautiful, but not quite right. And that may harm other games that do a similar thing, but for Zero Dawn and Forbidden West, in the words of the Texan elf, it just works. From the moment you jump into this world, you know something is pretty off. Why are there tribal peoples fighting advanced machines? Are they the descendants of people who survived some apocalypse before? What caused the world to change so drastically? Is this even Earth? What year is it? Where the hell are we? There's so many questions that hit you right from the start. And the kind of slight uncanny oddness of the game's art style lends itself to those questions. Something is wrong in this world. Something happened here and I need answers. Those questions and feelings drove me to explore everything I could in this world. Every ruin, every nook, every town and village, every vault and mountain, everything. As I moved through the world of Zero Dawn, I got my answers. And the feelings they brought were unlike anything I've ever gotten from any game before or since. Now, there's two ways I could talk about the story of this game. I could talk spoilers and go into detail, or I could be more reserved and try to convince you to discover it for yourself. I think I want to be more reserved and not spoil anything, because despite how desperately I want to talk about the details of this game's story, I think that spoiling anything would be an absolute sin. A massive disservice to anyone watching this video. So, I'll say now, if you have not played Zero Dawn or Forbidden West, play that shit. Play it as soon as you can. If you have any interest in sci-fi or post-apocalypse stories and feel like you've seen it all, play this game. I don't care if you never pick up Forbidden West though, but I bet if you beat Zero Dawn, you won't be able to, help but continue the story of Aloy in this strange new world. Since I beat Zero Dawn, I've been desperately trying to find new stories, games, books, shows, movies, literally anything that gave me the same feelings I had while playing, and I just can't find it. I can't find anything like this game. I've read a lot of books in my life, I've played even more video games, I've watched too many shows and movies, I've seen so many twists and turns, plot points and subplots, sometimes it feels like I've just seen everything. But Zero Dawn gave me something totally new. And it's subtle, but still hits like a bag of bricks. And it'll always be incredible for that reason. As you move through the world and story of this game, you think and are kind of led to believe that the past went a certain way, only to find out that you couldn't have been more wrong. No other story has filled me with as much unease, dread, and sadness as the story of the past in Zero Dawn. These feelings and our reaction to that story are kind of hard-coded in us, too. It's something that only gets more and more prevalent as we move forward in time as well, and I can't elaborate more without going into spoilers, but play the game and you'll know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to say too much more without spoiling it, but just play the game. Just play Zero Dawn at a minimum. And looking up the story won't have anywhere near the same impact as discovering it yourself while you play the game. The way they present everything is so perfect. The writing and presentation in general is pretty damn great. Ultimately, Zero Dawn and Forbidden West are games with excellent core gameplay, amazing stories, great characters, crazy fucking lore, awesome locations, and it's just a downright great series. In a few months, I'm going to put together a legit review on both Zero Dawn and Forbidden West. I think both of these games deserve it, too, and in a few months I'll have the time to actually make them and do them as well as I can. So keep an eye out for that if you're interested, but in the meantime, play these games if you haven't already. They're just so damn good, and while Forbidden West isn't quite as good as Zero Dawn, I think they're both really, really good games. If you played Zero Dawn, let me know below what you thought about the story, and if anybody watches this, be cautious of spoilers in the comments if anybody does talk about this, but do you want lore videos on it? Do you want more info on these games? Would anybody watch a full-blown review? Let me know down below. I think it'd be fun to do both, or all of the above. Thanks for watching.
Hey, thanks for watching.
Give us a like if you enjoyed it, and dislike it if you didn't.
Let us know what you think about the channel.
And don't forget to subscribe.
Tell your mom.